everyone. So here's a quick little update. So this here, I believe, was the wall that we were going to create rear walls for. This is actually the wall that I showed you in Tinkercad that we printed off. So quick little design. You know, there's our three walls. There's the little tiny ledge there that we had for the floor and the ceiling. These little two pieces right here, these are the two extra pieces that I printed afterwards that are the floors and walls, and they fit just right in there on the shelf. A little tiny shelf that's in there, and they fit just right in there nice and perfectly. And then these angles that we had cut off the wall go with these two little angles here on either side of this wall, and they fit right together just like that. So there is the building all put together, and once I get it all glued together, I'll probably paint all the inside first, and then I'll glue the front wall on, just to make sure that, you know, if I have any details in there, or, you know, I'll put the glazing on the windows. You know, I gotta build a door for this one, and then put it all together, give it a quick paint job, and so far that's that. So I thought I'd give you a quick little update of a couple of other little things that I've been working on. One other thing I decided I was going to do is modify the one building that I was working on. At the beginning of the video, this here is the wall that I had printed off originally, and this are the three walls and the floor and ceiling that I had also printed off and glued in. So this is what that building would look like once it's all put together. So I've taken this building a step further now that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with making buildings and stuff. So what I've done now is I just started designing a little mini plaza. So this is my first design for a storefront. It's three little stores, and right in here I'll just print off like store names, like Subway or Little Caesars or something like that. You know, little stores that fit in there, little restaurants or whatever. And then there's a space in there to be able to put an LED to both light up the store and light up the sign. And PLA is pretty dense to begin with, so I really doubt that there would be any light transmission through this material. I haven't tested it to see if that's true or not, but I'm pretty sure that this is dense enough that there won't be any light transmission at all. Plus, it's not going to be a super bright LED. It's just something to illuminate the sign up on the front there. So I printed off the front. I'll just show you the different pieces here that I've printed off. So this here is, and of course I'm getting a little bit more creative as I go, the rear walls, to which I put some doors in. the two side walls. So that'll all go together. Let's flip that around here so it kind of looks like a building. So that kind of goes like that. And then, of course, I have the full roof that I had printed off right there, and a set of interior walls for the partition walls to go between the stores. So they would fit right in here, right behind the wall there. So if I set this aside real quick, I can show you the second version. So this is the next version. This is one that I actually have put together, and I used crazy glue, the gel, to put this together. So there's your partition walls, there's the exterior and the front. So everything's starting to turn out, take shape. Actually looks like a building. So I've got all the brickwork, and that kind of took forever actually to put those walls together on Tinkercad, because you have to put it together block by block and then group the whole thing together. As you noticed on this one, I didn't notice until after I was done. I put the wall on backwards. This is actually the wall that goes on the other side, because it's supposed to have the block right there. So on version 3, to which I have changed it up a little bit, I actually put in a door. So I designed the door right in there, so that I didn't have to go and make doors afterwards and then glue them in. Figure out, might as well just add the door right now, and then all I have to do is put some glazing on there and finish it off. But I corrected my first mistake, and if you see right on the corner there, I have actually the brick and the walls on the proper side, because that's actually the way I designed it, but I just forgot and put it on the wrong way. So I'll show you in the design. So this is the side walls. So if you see on the edge of that, you can see the brickwork on the edge, and the brickwork on the edge of that one. If you turn it around, that's actually, get in focus here, that's actually the flat side and the flat side, because this side is supposed to glue to this back side of the wall. So that was my mistake, not paying attention when I glued it together the first time. But as you can notice, the detail is getting better and better. I don't have this roof glued in place yet, because I thought maybe I might have to do some modifications or whatever, but I had to do just a very minor little bit of sanding on there just to get it to fit snugly, but for the most part it fit perfect, and everything just went right together perfectly. So what I'll probably do when I go to finish this, I'll once I get my mini little paint booth set up for my airbrush, and give all these things a little bit of paint and weathering. That's actually the next step of everything that I'm making here, which it's all getting ahead of me now, so I should probably get started on making my little mini paint booth. But you know, this is the fun I've been having. It's quite enjoyable designing and printing out your designs. Thought this would be a great little addition to my town. Have a little mini plaza in there. I am starting some other designs as well. Just like I was saying with this one here, this is version 1, which is kind of very plain. Just getting the hang of playing with Tinkercad, and now I have gone to version 2, which is this wall, which doesn't want to stand up, but which is this wall here. As you can see, I have all the brickwork on it, and thought it would fancy it up a little bit just so I can have multiple different styles of buildings on the layout, so everything's not looking exactly the same, a little bit different. And the neat thing about some of these that I've designed, if I had all brickwork on the side of these, I could actually just glue that together just like that, and I could create taller buildings with the exact same design that I already have done, and then all I have to do is just modify the front and just change it up a little bit, and boom, I have like an apartment building. So everything kind of works out kind of good. All the parts and pieces are interconnected, and can kind of jump between each other, and do something like that, and have that sitting there, and then just copy this section here, and then just kind of set it on top, set another one on top of that, and kind of create an apartment building. Something a little bit taller, a little bit different height variations. So the sky's the limit for the amount of things that you can actually do. It's almost like kit bashing, but on the computer. So you're cutting and pasting and printing it all off. So I'll show you the progress on the walls that I'm creating for this model here. So it has all the brickwork on it. I just recreated this model, and it's going to look similar to this one here with all the brickwork on the side, and it also has some doors on the back and some windows on the back of it as well. Just give it a little bit more life, make it look a little bit more interesting. So I'll just take you over to the 3D printer, and I'll show you the progress that's going on right now. So I know it's probably a little bit loud having being right beside the 3D printer, but this is the rear wall for the modified version of the bigger building that I just showed you, that I put the brickwork on the front. So it's going to have 3 windows on the back, and right back here there's going to be 2 man doors to be able to enter and leave the building. So this here is actually only at 8% done, so it's got a little bit to go. I think this was between 4 and 5 hour print to do this one off, and then I'll get started on designing the 2 side walls and the floor and the roof, and then get it all put together as well. So in total, for hour-wise, just to create one of those buildings, it's approximately 24 hours worth of print time if you add up all the different pieces. And of course, the bigger it is, the more detail you have, the longer it's going to take to print. But it's quite worth it. So I know that this was a little bit longer of a video. I didn't put out very many videos in the last couple of weeks. I think I put out one last week, and then I've been working on this one for a couple of weeks now. If I hope this one kind of helps you a little bit, just like watching some other videos helped me. I know I showed a little bit of the basics of Tinkercad and Cura. There is a lot more in-depth things that I haven't even discovered yet. But again, I'm learning as well and having fun in the process, designing up some buildings. I hope you enjoyed some of the things that I'm working on. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button at the bottom, and I'll put a couple links up to a couple other videos that I've done. Stay safe, everybody. Take care.